Woo!
Action.
Hey guys, Brad here with Custom Offsets. This is going to be Lifts and Levels, the second part. We just finished this truck up here. This is that 2014 Silverado 1500 with the rough country 6-inch knuckle lift on it.
Trucks decked out, rolling through the wood and it flexed out. Rims so big and the windows black, got the knob all lit up, double chromed out stacks. Yeah, we love to get them dirty, but still they so clean. Custom Offsets, team chances the team, we on top of it now. We ain't never gon' fade, so you better get ready for taking over the game.
We just finished this truck up here. This is that 2014 Silverado 1500 with the rough country 6-inch knuckle lift on it. And he's running on 35s right now. And these are gonna be, he decided to stick with the stock wheels for now. And let's see, these are 35. These are still 20-inch factory wheels, 35, 12.5, 20. He went with Cooper Discover STT Pros. And when you run this factory 20-inch wheel, what you gotta do is, we had to put a small 3/8" spacer in there to space the wheel out just a little bit, because otherwise with the factory, I think it's like a positive 38 offset or something like that, the tire will actually run into the sway bar at full crank if you don't. So we did had to do those 3/8" spacers all the way around. And you can see here, this is like I said, this is the rough country, what they call the knuckle lift kit. And how this differs from Rough Country also makes a 6-inch bracket lift. And with the bracket lift, what it does is it adds a bracket here to drop the lower control arm down so they can reuse the factory knuckle. But this knuckle lift comes with a new knuckle, so you don't have to drop the upper control arms down. And I personally like that better. It's a little less, there's less stuff to go wrong and less stuff to wear out when you go with a knuckle lift. But you can see the angles are pretty decent on this truck too, if you want to look at the ball joint angles and the CV axle angles. The one drawback with these Rough Country kits, with this knuckle lift, is one of the reasons that the people don't like this lift is because with these new knuckles, it actually increases the front track width about 1 3/4 inches on each side. So you're gonna have the front wheels sticking out further than the back, about 1 3/4 inches on each side, from the front to the back. So that's one of the drawbacks that people don't like. And when they do that, you gotta go and put in those big CV axle spacers down there to bring the CV axles out so you don't overextend them. That's kind of a drawback that some people don't like. And because of that, it also decreases your turning radius a little bit. Nothing noticeable really. I don't really notice it, at least. And in the back, not much going on back there. Just I think they use a 4-inch block in the back to bring the back up level with the front. And then this one's just got the standard Rough Country N2O shocks in the back. But overall, 6-inch lift. And then another weird thing about these Rough Country lifts, which I really don't like at all, is the fact that you have to basically cut the outer and the inner tie rod. I think they call for an 1/8 inch on each side. You got to cut the outer tie rod and the inner tie rod 1/8 inch so you can get the toe set correctly. Otherwise, you're going to be towed out like crazy. So they actually tell you to do that, which I'm a little weary about, but whatever. And so that's one of the things, you know, people always ask, what am I paying for with the higher end kits? That's one of the things you don't have to do on a higher end kit. You don't have to worry about chopping up your factory steering components to make it work and that kind of stuff. But otherwise, you know, it gets the job done. And I think that's about it. We didn't do anything else on this one. We just did the lift and the wheels and tires. And that's about it. So yeah, make sure to check us out on Facebook and YouTube, Instagram. I'm gonna go drink a beer. See ya.